Vidiš, to je lepo. Niko, don't worry. Niste.
So the stitches were successfully removed. It was a fight, as you could see, but our baby did good.
Despite of what you saw,
Despite of what you saw, she did good. We are Maria and Lilas. We've been traveling full-time since 2018, starting with RV life in the US and now around the world. Well, that was until these two found us on the roads of Serbia, changing our lives and the way we travel. Currently, we're discovering more of Serbia as we obtain travel documents for our little ones. So join us as we learn what it is like to travel full-time with Nala and Simba. You know, it's crazy the misconception people have of Serbian people.
Yeah, it is crazy because I was wondering why they were asking if just cutting the nails. We were like, yeah, that's all we need because, you know, she's like putting tattoos on our skin. But then they were like, no, that's nothing. And they play with her, they give her treats.
I know, but the fact that they won't accept the payment just for nail clipping is just...
Yeah, and obviously we're going to come back, right? And we'll promote their businesses, talk to you guys about it if you have a pet and you're in Belgrade. But like they don't know that we're coming back, so they're doing it really out of their heart.
Kindness of the heart, yeah. Love it.
So nice.
We're going to check out an apartment. This is the first time I noticed. First off, we're looking for an apartment in a different country. More importantly, this is our first time looking for an apartment together.
Oh, that's right. I didn't think about it.
I thought about that yesterday.
Oh wow.
I'm like, wow, we never went to an apartment together.
How did that make you feel?
Nervous. I don't even know what to expect. Now we have to agree on everything. Like how big the toilet is, how tall it is, and everything.
Yeah, whatever. Because we're not even sure what apartment we're seeing.
I know, you sent so many emails out, she don't even know which one to respond. We're just going to where they told us. And hopefully,
because we're good with people.
Hopefully all your selections is good because I need a good bathroom, I need a good toilet. Refrigerator is important. Working space should be the primary thing, but I did not say that first. We really had no idea what apartment we were going to see, but we were together and excited, and that was all that mattered. Also, we only had 5 days left at our Airbnb that we were staying at to find an apartment.
We're not starting on the right foot. Nala's crying, and we're 10 minutes late. And by we, I don't mean we. I mean they. They. So we first thought that we'd probably be in the wrong direction, but no, like we're in the right address. So anyway, we're here waiting. Hopefully here very soon. I think it's a good apartment. It's in a really good area. It's surrounded by things that we need, like the garbage disposal, the supermarket, there's a pharmacy in the corner. And we're actually closer to her vet from here than from the other side of the city. Being a foreigner in different other countries and having rented apartments in different other countries, the amount of paperwork that they ask you for compared to what they just ask us, I think we just should do it because it's just so simple. Like seriously, they just ask for the money of the rent and to sign the contract. Oh, and the passport photos, and that's it. Can you imagine renting an apartment in New York that easy? Oh my God. My mother has applied for an apartment in Florida actually about a month and a half ago. She still hasn't gotten the answer. And she's supposed to move like in 2 weeks, and she still doesn't know if she has gotten the apartment, and she has paid like over $6,000, $3,000 of the application plus other fees.
That's insane.
That's insane, and that's in Florida, so imagine. I don't know what it is, but I really love this neighborhood in Belgrade. We're in, I don't know if it's pronounced Brakar or Brakar, but I really love it.
So cinematic looking at nighttime. Yeah. Even in daytime, it looks amazing. At nighttime, when things light up out here, it's good. Yeah. But anyway, more importantly now, we're going to another apartment to go check it out.
With the hard search that we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, some feedback, if you are renting an apartment, make sure you get good photos because most of the photos that we're seeing are really bad. And if you need photographers, please contact us. We'll take the photos for you.
It's a business opportunity.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
The neighborhood isn't that bad. Got the pizzerias, a kafana, a pharmacy, a dentist, a park a few blocks away. It's good for knowledge. I don't mind it. I still don't remember what the apartment looks like, but hopefully it looks good. Okay, so they're already here. They just buzzed us in. I don't. Good news. There's an elevator.
We should probably put on our masks.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
The number of their room is 15.
Okay, so let's just guess if there's 2 or 3 apartments on each floor. It's probably 2nd or 3rd floor. Let's start with 3rd floor.
We're moving now. Are you recording? Okay. This is me having a hard time. Oh, here.
See, I guess right. I guess.
What do you have to say about the apartment?
The apartment looks amazing, actually.
Yeah.
I really like it.
It's nothing fancy.
No.
It's a small, perfect for us. It's a square, which I love. I love apartments that are square shaped.
Me too. I hate the like railroad apartments.
Yeah, I think New York tamed me with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, the square space is nice, and I think the best thing is the owner.
Yeah, the owners were really nice.
That
really
sold it to me.
Yeah, that definitely would want to sold
Yeah.
it with that one.
I'm 80% sure that we're taking it.
I feel that way too. Finally got a place, I think. I think we got a place.
Yes, I think we got.
Oh, and look, there's a rent-a-car right there.
Oh, ooh, yes.
Wait,
and
that
the
was-
owner says that she's gonna help us get a car too,
Yeah,
to rent
I
a
mean,
car for like weekend trips.
that'll be perfect for us.
Yeah.
Good.
This feels good.
I love apartment hunting with you. And I don't think apartment hunters like this in the U.S. I know it's not like this in the U.S. You don't necessarily sit down and talk with owners like that. Like we've seen.
We literally just spent 2 hours with them talking about life and
travel and oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
All
It's a
right,
great connection.
let's hurry up to our baby.
Yeah.
Finding an apartment can be frustrating, but finding one with an owner you like, that's almost impossible. So we couldn't just overlook this.
After all this time and all the search that we have done, we're finally going to put the money down for the apartment that we like. And for the first time, we're taking Nala and you to see the apartment.
Nala is always nervous going into new places, but she gets over it pretty quickly, especially when she sees that she has a space that she can just run and jump on things. We got everything that we need, got enough space in here. It's a bigger apartment, and as I'm getting older, it's nice to have a bigger apartment, but I'm not a big fan of huge apartments. That's why I would never probably want a mansion, because I always just think about me leaving like my Xbox controller in the kitchen, and the living room is way down that way, or leaving the TV remote. And I ain't getting up to walk all the way back over there just to get a remote control.
You're not up for that?
No, especially when you get food and something to drink from the kitchen and you end up leaving the juice and you take the food over there and you sit down like, oh man.
No. Who's
Hello.
this?
You just gonna come in my shop like that?
Who's this?
Can I help you? Can we help you, ma'am? You're interrupting my moment.
What do you have to say?
Tack you in. Oh my gosh, you're such a big baby and I love you for it. Oh.
Are you happy?
I am happy. I'm happy that we got a home for her. That's all. That's all I think about that. I mean, I know we needed a place to stay, but I mean, and everything that we're doing it for her. And we have a home for the next year.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that we're not gonna keep traveling.
Yeah, we're gonna still keep traveling, but we have a place for a year. I just think about how September 5th has necessarily changed our lives. Like all our plans to travel, our road trip, countries we had listed to visit, and all of that just got wiped off. And don't get me wrong, it's kind of sad to not be able to do the things that you really planned, but this is so much better.
Obviously the price is going to be more than if you book or like if you rent an apartment. Thank you, Nala, for making a stellar show. But it's going to be, as I was saying, more expensive than if you rent an apartment through like a long-term website or company or agency, however you wanna. She's giving you the pop.
I see she's still giving me the paw.
Now the prices that you can expect is from 400, even from 350 euros all the way to 600 euros, it would be like the average price.
Which, by the way, just tells you how every time you see a YouTuber make a video about can I survive in Belgrade with $1,000, yeah, because people do it with just $400 here.
Yeah, remember, I don't think that we have shared this information, but the average minimum salary here is about 400 euros a month. So obviously, yes, people and families live with that money here. And if you go towards like the outside, the outskirts of the city, you're gonna find so much more lower prices in apartments and everything else. But you know, we want to be near the city center because we have things to do as well, so we're paying the price.
It's such a relief to finally have an apartment. It was stressful going from Airbnb to Airbnb and trying to get everything done for Nala. Now we just had to move. But first, we got some information for you.
We have looked for this apartment in different websites, and we'll put in the description below some of these websites, so in case that you're looking for an apartment, you can also use those resources. Now, what we have found the most helpful is city experts. First, because they don't charge anything to the tenant, so you don't have to pay like a commission or anything like that. They deal with the owner towards their payment, but they're really nice. Not only they have a huge selection of apartments all over Serbia, not only in Belgrade, also in Novi Sad, but they help with creating the lease. They translate it into English. They actually sent us a lease in English, which is great, so we know what we're signing. And they also offer help to find movers to help you move. So if you are moving furniture or like big things, you can hire somebody through them. And like when you're new in a new country, when you're new in a country and you're like there for the first time and you don't speak the language, those kind of things are really hard, but it's so good to know that you can count on them to help you through it. And by the way, this is not a sponsor and it's not a blog or anything, we're just sharing how good it is, because I have moved so many times in my life and I had never felt that supported.
Can't believe we're finally moving into this apartment now.
I am not stressed out at all. I'm just enjoying the views. I'm like, man, this court is so beautiful, this color. So I totally forgot we're moving. Like I'm just, walking with my luggage around.
Yeah, our belongings. This is our entire belongings here.
It's so hard to move. But yeah, we're on our way and we're gonna drop this. And then right after that, we noticed that there is not a vacuum in the apartment. And we need one. Guess what? Because we have a dog and they shed.
Yeah, and she is lying because she's totally stressing out. She's been complaining about how today's going to be a long day.
I was stressed out last night, okay?
It still goes over to today.
I'm much better.
Now, as stressful as it has been, we have been having fun shopping for things for the apartment. It's been 4 years since we've had an apartment, so we're acting like some big kids whenever we see a home goods or a pet store.
I think one of the great things about Serbians is that they just speak whatever is in their mind and their heart with no taboos, no filters. I love that. So
They tell you what it is and how it is when it is, regardless
so
of your
at least you know
feelings.
where you're standing. Oh, mira, porcelanosa. That's from Spain.
Oh, that company?
Yeah,
It makes you happy to see it coming from the country?
we're everywhere.
Ah, yeah, like cockroaches. Like cucarachas?
La cucaracha.